What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you guys can tell by the thumbnail and the title, we are going to be setting up some summer tubs today. This is my first time ever doing it, so let's see how things go. So these here are the tubs in question. There's two of them here. They're pretty decent sized tubs, honestly. I would guesstimate they're maybe around 15 to 20-ish gallons or so. And I also got a whole bunch of pool filter sand here, so I'm going to be putting a little layer at the bottom of this, but the rest of this is actually for something else. You guys will see that soon. But yeah, these are going to be the tubs, and let me show you the fish that are going in said tubs. Sorry about the glare, guys, but the fish that will be going into those tubs are actually in this tank right here. So I had recently picked up a small group of Celestial Pearl Danios, and I tossed them into this tank, and I know they're breeding because there are fry in the tank already, and they're legit scattered everywhere. So I want to go ahead. I'm going to leave the babies in the tank, but I want to try my luck with the adults outside. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be, pulling the adults out of this tank with some of this moss and some floating hornwort as well as some other floating plants, tossing it outside, and hopefully these guys will breed for me outdoors. So let's get straight to work. First step is going to be to drill some overflow holes in these tubs or these planters because there are none. So I'm going to go ahead and take my drill here with the hole bit and just drill a few holes along the side here, and then I will plug those with some polyfill just so that the fry can't, get shot out of the tub. So we're going to do that to both tubs, and then take these outside and give these a good hose down and a little scrub just to get any manufacturing, kind of oils or chemicals, whatever, off of this, and make sure that they are safe to put the fish into. Okay, here we go, guys. So as you can see here, I did 4 drain holes at the bottom, and then I did 3 above, just in case these 4 at the bottom block up. They can drain out of these top ones. I'm hoping, that's not the case, but, I'd rather be safe than sorry. Did the same thing to that one over there, so let's take these outside and give these a good rinse. Ready, we're outside. Let's go ahead and give these guys a nice rinse. Let me get the hose onto shower mode. There we go. And again, I'm just going to give these guys a nice rinse. Scrub them. I'll probably get like a rag or something from inside. Scrub these down. And then bring them inside. Or, no, not even bring them inside. These are outdoor tubs. Stupid. I'm going to get these in their rightful place and then get the sand and stuff ready for these. So this is going to be the final resting place for the tubs. They are on my upper deck, actually. So down there is where I just rinsed them. That's the entrance to my fish room is downstairs over here. Reason I'm putting them up here is because I do have deer in my area, and they like to go in my backyard all the time. So I don't need any deer coming and munching on the floating plants that I'm going to be putting in here, taking a drink or anything like that. So, and I get some shade up here too, so it's not going to be in direct sunlight like right now. It is in shade, so let's get back downstairs. Ooh, I'm winded. Let's get downstairs, clean the sand, and start filling these up. So now we got to get the sand ready. Don't mind all the mess here. This is all the drill little pieces or whatever from the tubs, but we're going to go ahead and get some of this sand into this bucket here to bring outside and give it a rinse. Oh, this stuff is wet. Nice. Okay. I have to rip this open a little bit more. I don't want to do a super thick layer of the sand. I just want to coat, the bottom a little bit, give it a little bit of a lighter feel as opposed to being completely black, just because I don't want to, get the tubs too hot with it being all black. So I think that should be enough sand. We're going to leave this right here. Again, we've got other plans for the rest of these bags of sand, so let's get this bucket outside and clean it. Sand is washed and in the tubs. Now we are going to go downstairs and get the fish prepared, or actually get the water ready in here. I do want to use some existing tank water and then top it off with water from my my water change system. And then we'll go ahead and dump the fish in here. So let's get to it. like I had said, I do want to use some of the tank water in the tub. So I have Manette kind of just rubber band over the end of the siphon because, like I mentioned, there are fry in here already and I do not want to suck them up. So we are going to go ahead and just take out, again, just 5 gallons of water, split that between the two tubs upstairs. And yeah, then we're going to go ahead and hopefully catch the CPD, the adults, out of here. So now that we have 5 gallons of tank water in here, what I'm going to do is remove the moss from in here. It is covered in some hair algae, but I'm going to remove it anyway. Temporarily put it in this little bucket here. That way I have access to actually catching the adults out of this tank, because if not, I'm never going to find them. So I'm going to, again, scoop all of this out and try and get the adults into maybe a little bag or something, or another small container. That way I can toss them into the tubs right after the water goes in. Moss is out and I can't see jack squat in here. The mold that was inside of that moss went absolutely everywhere. So we're going to have to let this settle a little bit before we can catch anything out. Because like I said, I can't see any CPD in here. I see one. Yeah, I see one. So let's see here, even from up top, even worse, I can barely see anything up top either. I know I have a little bit of a small group of pygmy cory in here, or are they pygmy cory or Histatus cory? Pygmy cory, I believe they are. So I'm going to try not to catch those guys because I don't want them in there. I just want the CPDs, and that's it. So I'm going to let this settle and then try to catch out the adults. 6 CPDs caught out of the tank. I guess that's really all I had in there. I thought I had more, but I guess I was, looking at the fry instead. The tank is a moldy mess, but it's okay. From above, you can kind of see, kind of swimming over the terracotta pots. There's a bunch of CPD fry in here, so I'm going to have babies growing out here and hopefully in the tub as well outside. So we're going to have an army of CPD soon. We are outside. We got a few tubs here, or a few buckets. These two are full with a dechlorid up to temp water and some moss. This one has the tank water with the fish in it. And this bucket has been sitting in my basement with the floaters. So I've got water hyacinth, azola, frogbit, and there's some Salvinia minima in there. So we've got a good, sorry guys, I'm winded as hell. I just carried these 2 buckets up my stairs. But we've got a good variety of floater plants. So I'm only going to put everything in one tub. Maybe I'll fill this tub and throw some floaters in there. But there's no need for me to put the moss at least into both tubs, just because I only have the CPD for now. There's not a second species of fish that I have going in the other tub. So that just means we got to go on a hunt for another species of fish to breed outside. But let's go ahead and get this stuff into the tank, or the tub at least. She's full. So this tub holds roughly 15 gallons because I ended up dumping out 1, 2, and 3. This is where the fish were. So like I said, roughly 15 gallons of water. As you can see, I have the moss down there. I did pin it down with the rock. If I put my hand in here, you'll kind of see, let's see, you see the CPD kind of sort of darting around in there. But this water will clear up. I do have a bucket of hornwort that I'm going to toss in here. So, well, my phone died in that last clip, which is why it cut off so short. But here it is. Tub is basically set up. I've got a bunch of hornwort in here. This is the tub that has the Celestial Pearl Danios in it, along with some of the Azola, Frogbit, and the Salvinia minima there. There's Java moss or some type of moss at the bottom, and then obviously the hyacinth. And then this tub over here got kind of the remnants. So there's some hornwort, Azola as well, Frogbit, and Salvinia minima, I believe that is. Or is that water lettuce? That might be water lettuce. As well as the other water hyacinth in here. There's no Java moss in this one. I don't really know what I'm going to put in this tub just yet. So if you guys have any recommendations, suggestions on what I can put in here, let me know. Leave those in the comments. This one here again has the CPD, so I'm hoping that these guys do well and breed and everything, and I have hundreds of them by the time it's the end of the season. So And that is it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the setup of my first ever summer tubs outside. I'm excited to get into the summer tub scene. It's a little late in the season. It's mid-July right now, but the CPD should be able to breed just fine. Comment down below what you think I should keep in that second tub. I know I can keep, guppies or Medaka rice fish, white clouds, but I want to know what you guys would keep outside. Maybe I'll pick one of your suggestions. So again, comment down below what you would keep in that tub. Like the video if you liked it, and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.